All right. So how do you feel about the whole COVID-19 virus thing? What's going on in that melon of yours?
Um, what kind of melon have you decided is on my head? Because I don't really like any melons, so I don't know if I want to be compared to one.
I'd probably go like a musk melon.
Ew, I hate muskmelon.
Really?
Ugh,
You don't like musk melon?
gross. You mean cantaloupe?
You don't like watermelon either?
I like watermelon, but I don't think my head's that big.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go with a watermelon. Um,
Um, okay. So how do I feel? I feel like people are on two sides of the fence, and I don't want to pick a fence side. I
so you're gonna
think
sit on the fence.
I'm gonna sit on the fence so I can hang out with everybody. I think I understand why people are staying at home and staying safe and like protecting themselves and their loved ones. I also understand why people are frustrated and up in arms that they're being told they can't do things. Um, I think what's hard though is that like we do have the rights to make the choices, but like some people, like if work is open, they have to go to work, so they don't feel like they have that choice. So
Right.
I don't know. Do I believe that people are getting sick? Yes, I 100% believe people are getting
You're
sick
not
and
gonna
people
pull a
are dying.
conspiracy theorist on this right now?
No, I am a conspiracy theorist about a lot of things, but this one is not one of those.
That's probably a good point. Um, so I usually like just defer to people that are smarter than me, which is like most of the world. And so like if someone that knows a lot about epidemiology and like studies this for their life, like they probably have a pretty good idea on like what we should be doing. So whether or not like I may think something or something else, someone that knows a lot more about the situation should probably tell me what to do. Like,
But
I feel like that's
like,
a nice like life thing to do.
and people are turning this into a big, huge political thing. Like, are you going to go vote for so and so because of this? And I want to be like, these are human beings making decisions, doing the best that they can.
Right.
And
Typically
like,
with a lot more knowledge than my Facebook feed.
well, and if they don't have the knowledge, they have the resources to get the knowledge from the right people. And I
Right.
don't have those resources. So I think you have to do what's right for you. And I think either way, neither choice is going to sit well with you. And you're going to make people angry with either choice.
Right. You can't please
I
everybody, which is fine. But I think from an individual level, I talked about this morning on the little FB live that I did this morning. It comes down to like control what you can control, right? Like, I mean, you definitely have to respect people that are smarter than us and have more information and better information than us that are making decisions for an entire population, right? But like at the end of the day, you need to control what you can control. Like you control what you're eating, you control your movement, you control how you're handling the situation, your viewpoint on the situation. Are you going to choose to see it as a negative, or are you going to choose to find positivity? Are you going to choose optimism, or are you going to choose pessimism? Right? Like, um, I think
well,
there's a
and that's
lot
why
of choice that's involved. Go ahead.
like I choose to work out. I choose to like I don't have any snacks in my house, so I can't eat snacks. So I'm eating regular meals. I'm like if you are have set yourself up and like done all the things, like you should be in a pretty good place. Like I feel really good. I've probably worked out more in the last 3 weeks than I have in the last 3 years. Okay, maybe that might be dramatic. That's very dramatic.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're kind of forced to now because it's your job to work out, kind of.
My job always be to work out though, really?
Not really. You're a coach. You don't work out. Like, but now, like, you have to show up to the session because you have to demo for me at 6 a.m. And so you have to do. I mean, you could leave, I guess, after the demo period, but then um, I'd harass your empty screen the entire time for the whole workout. So
And but it feels good to do it. Like I I feel like when I start my day with my workout, or like maybe mornings don't work well for you and you're picking another time, I feel like having that is like a schedule. It's a scheduled event in an area where all of your other scheduled events are gone. So it's keeping you on some kind of timetable and time schedule. And I think like I did a call, a one-on-one call with a client at 11:30, and she had made the thing about like time management and being at home and like you like scheduling breaks, scheduling workout schedules, like using like this is my work day, but this is my movement time at work. I'm going to get up and move around, especially people who have pretty active jobs where you don't sit for 8 hours. Like, I don't sit for 8 hours. So the most great, like, I get super grateful when new team is coming because I'm going to get up and move around again. Even though I'm not demoing it, I'm still moving, which is really important.
Right. And so I think that schedule is important, especially if you're just like at home the whole time, right? Like having a schedule and not just like hanging out in your PJs all day, and treating every day like it's a Saturday.
People need to get up and get dressed. And it sounds ridiculous, but like, get up and change your clothes. Like, do not roll out of bed and live until noon in your pajamas.
Right.
Like, brush your teeth. Like, please, even though I'm not there, I'm just going to pretend that no one's brushing their teeth at home. But I think like keeping some normalcy to your day is just super important.
And it helps you to like get things done. So I think right away getting some movement in, that, if you're coming to the 6 a.m. class, like you're getting up, you're getting movement in right away, you're getting that burst of energy, getting a little adrenaline, and now you can go attack your day. And I think what happens to a lot of people is, when you have that workout right away in the morning, you probably end up accomplishing a way more during that day because you just have that energy. And now you're like, cool, clean the house, empty the dishwasher, do all the things. Versus if you're just kind of up and you're just like, it's hard to really get motivated to do much of anything.
And pick one room that you're going to clean every day. Don't try and think you're going to clean the whole house or do all of this. I'm following this little cleaning chore list that someone shared on their Facebook, and now I printed it and I'm doing it. So like maybe
Is it Marie Kondo? Did
no,
your friend
no,
Marie share something with you?
no, my friend Marie did not. Shelly Mammon did. Sorry, I'm name dropping. She shared this on Facebook. It's a COVID-19 chore plan. So what I do is I'm doing calls. My calls are 20 minutes long, but I have a 10-minute in between them. I get up and do one piece of my chore list. Like,
Perfect.
and then at the end of the day, yesterday I had a completely clean kitchen. I emptied every cupboard, every drawer, every pantry, and wiped it down and put everything back in.
Our houses are going to be so clean.
That's all I can think about. My house hasn't been this clean since I moved in. Probably will never be this clean again. And I really have decided my current cleaning lady, she sucks and she needs to be fired because she's a nut job.
Is that you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to just be honest. Our house is never going to be clean. We have toddlers. So like the moment it's like, as it's cleaning, it's uncleaning all at the same time.
No,
it's like cleaning and uncleaning, cleaning and uncleaning.
No, your house will be clean. Your house will just never be picked up.
Ish.
It's never tidy.
It's cleanish. The beauty of toddlers, right?